What's up, guys? This is Mike here at Casino Comics. My comics from last week finally showed up, and I have a box for my presser. I don't know if it's... I sent off a couple of books to get reholdered. I don't know if that's what these are, or if it's a CGC submission I sent off. I don't ever check. I just send everything to my presser, and he does all the work and sends them to me, and I just open the box. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the books I picked up. Right here I have Incredible Hulk, issue number 5. Last issue, the Hulk was there with the Man-Thing, and the Man-Thing was trying to explain to him what's going on in the swamp. And they're at the nexus of realities. And he's talking about how this monster here has slowly been calling the Hulk and is stronger than anything in the swamp. And he really needs the Hulks to help defeat it. And in this issue, you find out a little bit more about the little girl that's following him, too. Apparently, this monster can bring back people kind of like from the dead that you miss, and that's how she traps you. And at the end, the little girl is holding, I'm going to assume it's her brother, begging him not to die again. And this issue was pretty bloody. I'm talking for a Marvel. I'm talking my Hulk was ripping up pieces and throwing them, and blood was flying everywhere. And also, Betty Ross is back. And that's at the end. She tells him that all she wants is all the above the elder wants is the Hulk, and that's it. She can separate the Hulk from Bruce. This Hulk series has been better than the last one. I really enjoyed this read. Right here I picked up Ghost Rider issue number 19. In this issue, Talia and the Ghost Rider track down the cult of Mephisto that she was once part of when she was growing up. And in this book, it shows a little backstory of Talia, Doctor Strange's appearance actually, and he was trying to help her as she was growing up. And in this, they finally tracked down one of the cults in this mining town. Well, the kids are killing the adults and feeding them, I'm going to say, feeding them to Mephisto. Dropped them down in the big well. And, of course, Ghost Rider and Talia show up, pick the beat down on the baddie, and move on to the next. Percy right here has been doing a pretty good job in writing this book. This is pretty good. I'm not really a big art buff. You know, I kind of like the art, but what I really want is a really good story, and this has been a really good story. And here I picked up Hawkgirl 4 of 6. To me, it's not really much to say about this book. I'm going to keep picking it up because it's 6 issues, and I hate to stop in the mid-way of a miniseries. I like to go ahead and pick up the whole thing, even though I don't like it. And here you got a Steel and Supergirl appearance, actually, in the Battling the Dragon in Metropolis. Right here, I picked up Daredevil, issue number 2. Right here. I haven't really read anything of Daredevil except for Volume 1. I got the whole run of Volume 1 except for the first issue. I've picked up issues of the Daredevil as it went, but nothing really grabbed me. But right here, apparently, Matt Murdock died, and Guy brought him back, and now he's a father over an orphanage. And in this issue, the cops show up saying that he's using the kids as thieves and stuff like that, using them for crime. And he's like, where you get all this? And they was showing it where they was getting reports off the internet about people complaining and talking about it. And so after they leave, he goes in and he sits down and he starts going through the dark web, tracking it down. And he finds like it his old friend Ben Urich, and he's been actually saying these things. So we'll see what happens next issue, because I'm going to keep reading it, because it is pretty good. I like Daredevil. And here I picked up World's Finest, issue number 20. Apparently, The Flash has been going through mapping the multiverse, and he's also been looking for the Superman's sidekick. If you've been reading World's Finest, he had one called Boy Thunder, and he finally finds him. And they use the treadmill. Superman and Batman uses Flash's treadmill to travel that dimension, and in there, kind of like scoping it out and everything like that. And apparently to me, it's the Kingdom Come dimension. And they finally come across Thunderboy, and he's grown. And he looks at Superman, and he says, well, I've been waiting years for this moment. And he just grabs Superman by the throat. So next issue, I guess, it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight, and we'll see what's going on. But the covers, I like the covers. That's a Kingdom Come feel to it. Pretty neat. I picked up Miles Morales, Spider-Man issue number 11. In this issue, there's a Blade and Blade's daughter Bloodline appearance, and they're hunting down vampires there in Brooklyn, and they're trying to find the master vampire, and they finally do. And they're in there battling, and all of a sudden Hightail shows up because Miles isn't supposed to do no superheroing. And apparently she gets too close to the master vampire, and the master vampire grabs her, turns her into a vampire, and it ends with Hightail coming after Miles with a super speed vampire on the loose. This is a good read. Lately, I'd rather read this than Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man did pick up about, with the sins of Norman Osborn, but now it's got the gang war, so I don't know how that's going to be, but we'll find out when it comes out. Right here I picked up issue 107 of Nightwing. Right here, apparently when he was shot in the head, he was Dick Grayson. He didn't really remember much. Man, it's a long night, people. Long night babysitting grown folks at the casino, so I'm sorry. And there's his bank, it's a ship. It's called the Hull. Apparently he has a box there that's got something in it that he doesn't know nothing about, and he wants to get it back. But last issue, Heartless showed up and killed everybody that was on the ship, even the captain. And the girlfriend he had when he was Dick Grayson, when he was in that series, is the daughter, or the adopted daughter of this captain. And she picks him up, and they go off on an adventure together, apparently to find out what is in the box. And she's got to get rid of actually the captain's real son, who he's a criminal, and Nightwing agrees to go and get him and kidnap him. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, guys, I got a few books left in the box. If you made it this far, might as well hit that like button, slap the subscribe button, leave a comment. Tell me which comic book you like the most. Right here, ain't nothing like a good Godzilla Kong movie. So I picked up the book to go along with it. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. It's a pretty interesting read. Right here we have the Justice League. And I don't know what timeline this kind of fits into, but they're all running interference, helping Superman out, taking care of all the crime. Because Superman's fixing to actually go on a vacation. And he's going to look like propose to Lois. So I don't know where in the time frame this fits. And right here, the Legion of Doom is breaking into Superman's fortress. There's still a mother box. And in that fortress, they done this several alarms. They don't touch nothing. Toyman reaches over and picks up a shiny crystal because he's a Toyman. Everything's a plaything. And Superman hears it. They tell everything, Superman, it's cool. The other Justice League members take care of it. And apparently, Toyman throws a doll, it ricochets and hits the mother box and transports them to Skull Island. And while they're at Skull Island, they see all the monsters and everything. And Toyman, being a little kid, really that he is, he's looking at all the monsters saying, how beautiful playthings. And he's still holding on to a crystal that he stole from Superman's fortress. And I wish I could take these monsters back with me, and all of a sudden it's a blinding flash and everybody's in Metropolis, even Godzilla. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I enjoyed reading it. It was really good read. And here I picked up the Avengers issue 114, just filling in some of my Avengers run. And this was published in 1973. The artist is John Romita Sr. The writer is Steve Englehart. And it's the first cover appearance of the Mantis. And it's the Swordsman rejoins the Avengers. He's done it before, I believe, so that's not really a big thing. I have picked up Moon Knight, issue number 28. Keeps saying the last days of Moon Knight, so I don't know if they're going to end this or not. But they finally tracked down the Black Spectre, and they're all in it. And while they're trying to break in Tigra actually steps on a mine, so she can't move, so she's there. And his brother takes on the rest of them. So it's Moon Knight against Black Spectre, and they're fighting it out at the end. So we'll see, have to see next issue, see what goes on. But Moon Knight has been a good read for me. I enjoyed the Moon Knight. So let me put these somewhere so I don't make a mess. Let's see what the box holds. Oh. That don't be messing around when he tapes the box. I don't know if he wants me to share his name on YouTube. So I never said nothing, but he lives in Florida. His name's Chris. I ain't gonna say his last name, no, but he does a pretty good job. And these not really high grade books. I've seen these books out of my collection that I've had for years. And if these, I don't know if these are the reholders I sent in or actual submission. We're all gonna find out as soon as I get up all these 10,000 pounds of bubble wrap. I told you, you packed some good. Oh, there it goes. And if, like I said, if you made it this far, go ahead and subscribe. Keep doing videos. Hang on one minute. All right, here we go. I believe these are the reholders. Yes. Now these books, I did a couple videos in my slab collection. I don't think these books was in it. Might have been, but I don't remember. Right here, this I got. I showed this off. This is Stray Dogs 9.8 double signature. Reason I sent this in for a reholder. Right when I got through doing that video where I was showing this off as Old Man Collectibles, my idiot self dropped it and cracked the corner. So I decided to get a reholder for it. And now, I don't know, it's kind of off. That's way off to the side. I guess that's how it's supposed to be though, because it looks like the thing's there. I don't know. I've never had one of these before. All right. And this, I don't believe this was in there. Everybody usually has one of these. This was in an old slab. So I wanted to get it reholder, and it looks quite well. Make sure they know. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Mighty Avengers. It's an 8.5, but it's Stan Lee signature. It was in an old school slab, so I wanted to get reholder. So this is the last 12-cent issue, and it's an Egghead and Swordsman's appearance. Stan Lee signed it right there. All right, well, guys, that's the end of the video. Like I said, finally showed up all my books. Got that. Hope y'all have a nice day. Like I said, it's been a long day for me. I just got off work babysitting. So, if y'all enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the share button, like, subscribe. Tell me what books you like. And I'll see y'all next week. Until then, peace.